Alright everyone, welcome back. This is a special episode of Bike Talk. Tarran Bikes have hit me up and asked me to review and roast their socials and websites. So yeah, that's what we're going to do today. So let's take a look. It looks like they make e-cargo bikes with artificial intelligence and green energy. So yeah, I'm kind of keen to see how that's going to work. And yeah, let's check out one of the videos. Alright, so first of all, where's this guy going? You can see that he's wearing a backpack here, but he's got plenty of space on the back of his cargo bike to chuck his backpack on, so I don't know why he's running a sweaty back. Nice little iStock photo shot there. When he's riding, he's not really looking at the road, so that's going to be an issue. Alright, now he's looking around. It's funny, actually it looks like Melbourne here. Yeah, this is Melbourne. Yeah, overall, I guess like from a brand video, what do you really take away from this? You basically just see a person that's happy riding. And there's a few shots here where it's kind of unnecessary, I think, just like a ground shot doesn't really add anything. And then this shot kind of, you also don't see anything with this shot as well, so I'd probably remove that one. Over here you got the two kids. Two kids seems pretty happy on the back, pretty safe as well with the bars here. I think that's good. You got to be careful with your kid's hand on here. If they're leaning up against something, you just got to be careful they don't get squished. And then here it just gotta roast the helmet position. I know they try to show the face of the rider, but it's just way too high on her head, so it's going to be an issue when she crashes. Nice little drone shot here. Alright, this one's pretty cool. Got the little dog on the back. Some people might say this isn't safe, but I think it's alright. Alright, so I feel like from this video you don't really get much. You just get people kind of like riding around the city and carrying stuff on the e-bike. So yeah, not really a hard sell anything, more just like a preview. So that's the first video. I guess it kind of shows what the vibe they want to give out. And then here's another video. Alright, the music's a bit more aggressive, I guess. A little bit more energetic. Alright, crank arm not straight. a little too tilted down. I also haven't seen any bottle cages on this yet. Alright, it's got the battery, it's got the screen. The screen looks good, nice big screen. I like the removable battery as well. It's got their own OS happening, so that's interesting. Automatic transmission, that'll be interesting. I'll look into that a bit deeper later. Got 20-inch wheels, got dual disc brakes, it looks like. Is that a double rotor? I don't know if you need that much stopping power for this bike. I feel like maybe one's enough. Maxxis tires look good. This is pretty cool. NFC unlocking, that makes it quite easy to lock up your bike, but I feel like when you're locking up your bike, people probably just take the whole thing. They wouldn't worry about riding it away, but I guess it stops that. Review camera is nice. Alright, it's got the automatic kickstand, which seems nice as well. I feel like it might take a bit of effort though with two kids trying to rock forward and back like that. Yeah, I gotta see this more in action, I think. Yeah, it's all going forward, so you don't see it activated the other way. Everyone seems super happy though. Let's see what else they got. Alright, here's another reel. This looks like it's in Melbourne again. Alright, here it goes. Alright, seems alright. I would like to see how it works with the load on. Like, this is the only real action shot of the bike going on, with the bike stand going on. So you can see that, yeah, you can see here that it's completely unloaded, no bags. I think if you did have kids on there, you would want this to be able to be activated with all the weight on it. Otherwise, you would still have to hold the bike anyway, which is kind of defeats the purpose of an automatic stand. Tarran Bikes were able to get me a video of it loading up. And you can see right there, that's 105 kilos. So yeah, pretty impressive. Lifestyle shot. Alright, a little step bar. Again, same guy with the backpack. Just put it on here, dude. Some nice fruits there. All right, they're just showing the bag here, big bag. That's nice. So yeah, I gotta say they probably got an ad agency to kind of film like all this stuff, and overall I think it's pretty decent. Like it's nicely shot. I would say some of the shots probably unnecessary. I know they're trying to add the lifestyle thing, but yeah, I think what they're trying to do is show how the stand works and show how this works in your everyday life. Yeah, a few more lifestyle shots here. Alright, I feel like, yeah, because I do have a kid, if your kid can't reach the foot pedals here, then it's going to be a really uncomfortable ride for the kid. You can see the kid is trying to put it here. So I think it would probably benefit from either a higher foot peg thing here, higher foot platform, or some pegs. But yeah, this is a shot which is very, very telling. For smaller kids, Tarran Bikes recommend having a child seat. Alright, let's check out their website. Alright, here's the website. They got two models, it looks like. Or it's the same model in different colors. Tarran L1 series. First hyper integrated long tail, designed for many, simplified in one. We'll take a look at that in a second. Okay, they got the L1 series and they got the T1 Pro, which is like a bigger one. A big bucket type of thing. And just some events. Alright, let's check out the L1. Alright, first hyper integrated long tail. I want to see what they mean by that. Here's the lifestyle shots again. The dog, backpack guy. Melbourne. Alright. Okay, so 100 Newton meter mid-drive motor, 750 watt power. I feel like the legal limit for Australia is 250. So 250 pedal assist, so they might run into trouble with that unless you can limit it. But I think even limit it might be an issue now. But yeah, they should probably double check that. So I talked to Tarran Bikes about this and they're able to clear it up. It does run at 250 watt continuous power, which is what's legal in Australia. And then the 750 watt is just for short bursts. So when you're kind of like starting off, if it's a heavy load, or you're going uphill or something like that. So yeah, that should be all goody. Battery capacity, I feel like this doesn't really mean much to the consumer because you want to know the distance and time that it runs for. So maybe they can add something here. Gross weight, I think is pretty good. 215 kilos, that's pretty heavy. Definitely two adults on there would fit. And then the bike length under 2 meters should fit in an elevator as well. And they got the automatic stand. They got this Anviolo Automatic Q Pro. Look at that name. A little bit over the top, but it's just explaining the drive, I think. Dropper post is good. Vision unit. I think they have a lot of names for these things, but they don't really explain it. But maybe they'll explain it a bit more when I get into it. Gates drive. I do like a Gates drive. Probably the best in the business. TRP, 4-piston brakes. Nice brakes. 203 rotors. I think that's quite good as well. Alright, here's your stand again. I wonder how much the bike weighs overall, just to see if it would be a heavy ride. Alright, click and park. Yeah, again, I like to see it fully loaded and have it switched on with 2 kids, especially because they're saying don't worry about tipping over, your cargo and passengers are safe and steady. So if they're gonna say this, I think they should show it. Dropper, it's just a dropper, which is good. Shift no more, so they got an automatic gear system. Doesn't tell you the ratio, but it's automatic. Steady stand with the locked in. Okay, so it looks like the stand automatically deploys, which we showed before. It has an E-lock, so it doesn't unlock unless you set it off in the controls. Here's the engine. This is a cool image. I do like this image with the schematic. It looks pretty cool. Got the battery, got this. Alright, got the power, max power 750. So you might be able to restrict it. Okay, long range battery, this is what we want. Okay, so it says fast charger. They should just say how long it takes to charge. And then they should say how long the range would be, kilometers and time, I think. Because I think most consumers looking at this, they wouldn't understand what this means. And you can tell like through the website what they try to do is make it very, just very basic, or just give you the top line of what you need to know. Like I guess most people buying this, they just want to buy a bike. I'm sure it's going to be pretty expensive, so they kind of just want everything to work. But I feel like this is definitely needs more information. Oh wait, they got it right here. It's quite small though. 170 kilometers. eco mode, 80% in 1.5 hours charge. So yeah, I feel like they should put this somewhere here. I almost missed looking at this because it's fading into the image. The graphic designers or brand designers gonna hate me. This is cool. Nice little night shot, single throat snaps. Okay, all right, more. Okay, this is their safety section. Don't look back. All right, they got a review assist. So it seems like it's continuously showing the review. I assume you can just set it with the review all the time, which is good. I do like this. I think that's a quite a good function. And then proactive collision alert. Maybe they got some sensors, dash cam recording, which is also good. But are you recording the front or the back? I'm not sure about that. Turn signals, good. I like that. Might be hard to see though. Maybe, I don't know. Smart helmet control. I'm not sure what that is. Dual beam front light, back light. Okay, reactive brake light. So it should go brighter when you brake. Let's look at this. They got a lot of stuff in here. They got sensor on the back, looks like. Real time. Okay, it's rear. Is this the front camera? Can't tell. Doesn't say. Text approaching vehicles. Okay, so must be from the back, approaching vehicles. Yeah, you can see a tail light here. So yeah, it must be a rear camera only. Rear. It says rear here. Would be cool if they made a front one too. Alright, here's the lights. Turn signals, okay. Helmet control, you can light up your helmet maybe. Some nice lights on there. Safety for kids. Yeah, here it is again. I think the foot platform is too low for it to be comfortable. And I feel like this kid is probably 7 or 8. Yeah, I think it needs to be a bit higher. Snap and lock guardrail. Be careful with kids' fingers there. Again, be careful with kids holding on to the rail and leaning against the bike or anything. You gotta be careful of that. Okay, they got some seats on there, which is good. Monitor camera for the kids. Okay. I feel like this is a little bit overkill. This would be good for me if I was filming riding videos, but I feel like you can just kind of like turn around and ask and talk to kids if the kids are alright, just double check. Alright, peace of mind, leave everything behind. So I feel like the only lock on this is it self locks with the system inside it. But I don't know, someone could just pick it up and take it. I guess it's kind of like a motorbike. I assume it's lighter than a motorbike, so people would have a harder time taking it, but I feel like that's still kind of risky. Okay, so they got a little Sensory mode, so you can check on your bike, triggers people are around it, or they mess with it. Got a lock, stand lock, so you can't ride off. GPS, which is great. Alright, another camera, remote locking as well. Alright, max reload is 105, so you can probably carry one adult or 2 kids. Maybe 2 light adults if you push it. Max load on the rack, front rack is 20. I do like that, have the front rack option as well. I feel like this image is pretty funny. This image is kind of like an iPhone, like an Apple presentation, but I don't know if it's a little bit over the top. Okay, rain cover's cool, cushions are cool, panners are cool. Alright, all this stuff I back. I like this. And an extra trailer hitch as well. I think that's kind of cool. Alright, this must be the AI section. I feel like maybe too many screens here for riding a bike. I don't know, maybe it's just me. Got to be careful with too many screens because you might crash. So they're just showing you, I think they're just showing you here it integrates with your phone. Alright, they got tons of information, looks like. Dashboard, navigation, mirror, connect to the app. Alright, so it's like fully decked out, like, so they try to integrate technology and an e-bike all to one, kind of like a micro ecosystem. Alright, this folds, this is easily adjust. I think this is cool because, yeah, I feel like they're just making one size for all, maybe. I'd be interested to see if there's different sizes. This is crazy. I feel like you'd never do this. I feel like the bike would be super heavy to do this, but I don't know. I don't really know the weight, but it looks heavy. Folding a little bit better. How does this work? Is it scraping on the tail? on the light here. Yeah, I don't know. Unless they got little pulley wheels here on the back, I feel like it's scraping on the tail. Oh, it looks like they do have pulley wheels on it, actually. It's so small. Wish they would make that a bit bigger. Yeah, you can almost see it here in the shadow. All right, low gravity, removable battery, minimal, minimalist finish, but they got a big logo there. Specs, where's the weight? Okay, bike without battery. So battery, I can add like 4 kilos. We'll just do 3.5. I'm sure it'll be more than that, but a 40 kilo bike, that's probably 4 times the weight of your bike. So you gotta think about lifting up 40 kilos when you're lifting this up. It could be quite heavy for some, I feel like, and it could be quite awkward, but it might be doable depending on the attachments and stuff. And here's the ride height. So yeah, you got to make sure you fit in that. I think, yeah, definitely just a one size fits all type of deal. I'm sure you could like max it out with different mods to it, but that's basically it. All right, last thing, let's check out the price, how much this is. All right. All right, L1 series. All right, so it's around 3.3 USD, $4,600 Australian. All right. So they got 2 actually. So you only can pre-order at the moment. So they got 2. They got, if you want everything, automatic shifting and everything like that, it's gonna be double the price right here, if you can see it. And then here's the difference. Yeah, so all the stuff that I showed you, it's on more the expensive one. So the price is comparable to the other cargo bikes at the moment, but I think probably has more of the AI integration or computer integration in it. So basically it is a car replacement, probably like 10 grand. So yeah, all in all, I think it is pretty interesting bike. Has a lot of like integrated stuff on it, especially with the computers and everything. I would like to see, yeah, just how it performs for day to day, especially with the kids and stuff. I do think the platform rack is going to be an issue. But yeah, overall, I feel like they did a pretty good job. It feels pretty fresh overall. It's hard to kind of do these shots without feeling a little bit like overly done, but yeah, I think they did a pretty good job overall. All right, let me know what you think. Hope you liked it, and I'll catch you next one. Peace.